Lee Green invited us to get married on the ranch because he had just got his divinity license in some sort of New Age religion. He said, well, you guys want to have a wedding? We're like, well, if you throw it, we'll be there. And so it turned out to be kind of a big event, and we had a great time. We made a stone spiral circle for us to circle around and meet each other at. But getting to the point here, before the wedding, since we'd done everything else backwards, we decided we'd have the honeymoon before the wedding. And we drove out away from the festival to Uvalde and spent a night together before our wedding. And that's how I wrote this song. That don't make any sense, but anyway, it's called Puzzle Piece. I took a trip to the Jigsaw Puzzle Factory outlet. I found a big round puzzle there with people running around. It was a city scene. 10,000 interlocking faces, buildings, gargoyles, and seas of green. You're like the last piece of the puzzle. It took some time, but now I see how it looks. You're like the last piece of the puzzle. I found a puzzle. It was a Jackson Pollock print, and I saw so much of myself in it. All those colors just swirling around. I'd work on this one when no one else was around. And you're like the last piece of the puzzle, the crucial element in movie and books. You're like the last piece of the puzzle. I took a trip to the Jigsaw Puzzle Factory outlet. Found a puzzle there that kept me awake, showed me all the roads that I could take. Vibrant memories of caliche sand, and when I put it all together, it was my homeland. And you're like the last piece of the puzzle, the fine distinction between movie and books. You're like the last piece of the puzzle. Took a trip to the Jigsaw Puzzle Factory outlet.
Is that your QR code or is that Eric's?
Now that's Eric Leplow, a longtime Kerrville. He's got a booth in the theater over there and does these watercolors that are quite expressive and abstract at the same time. He's done paintings of different Kerrvilles, such as Fat Jack after he died. And, he's kind of a what's the word now?
Icon?
An icon. You can say an icon, a standard around here.
Nice.
But,
beautiful song.
Well, thank you. That's written at the festival, and I picked it out because Charlie asked me to think of one that represented Kerrville, and as you can see, there's some Kerrville images in there, and it's psychedelic. We were talking about psychedelia, and one of the beautiful things about Kerrville, I know people can smirk when they say this, but I mean this very sincerely, is you can have these very psychedelic experiences, whether or not, without doing any drugs or drink or anything. There's a certain feeling you get when you're here for 18 days and you sleep deprivation, you're staying up all night, and all these magical things happen, and you can be walking down the road, all of a sudden there's an angel singing a beautiful song right in front of you. And so the psychedelic part of Kerrville to me is a big part of the experience. And just to finish off, so you can edit this as much as you want, but that one line about I was a cutout and the ground was on fire, there was one time when Alan Damron, who's one of the founders of Kerrville, I remember he was singing around a circle, and it was, you know, it was one of those day 16, 17 experiences. We're all kind of tired, and he was singing his heart out, and everything was very dry, and this fire just lit up right in front of him. And everybody looked kind of alarmed. He kept singing, and somebody stamped it out, and it just went on. And so I had to put that in the song.
Nice.